hmm Hey, TikTok, hey. Okay, we are on the phone doing this live. I just tried it on the Bapruda. TikTok wasn't really showing me to y'all. Let's see if this makes a difference. I'm gonna let TikTok do its thing and get y'all in here. There we go. Hey, Shay, how are you? Okay, there's a big difference between me going live on the phone and live on the computer. It's so weird. So we'll stick with the phone for now, even though I love the studio feature thingy. But TikTok ain't treating me right over there. So let me exit out of here. Y'all come on in, say hello. Let me know you can see me and hear me by putting hashtag FYP. Good, I can turn my computer screen down because I got that thing on bright. Hello, Jonetta. So this is for black women, for profit, small business owners. Yeah, it's a complete difference when I go live on this phone. Well, thank God we got our new phone this week. I can come in. It looks great on this end. What y'all think? The color popping. Y'all let me know. Turn on my fan. Come on in. Say hello. Let me know you can see me and hear me. Yep. There we go. We're getting our people in here. Put hashtag FYP if you can see me and hear me. Welcome to Grant Prep Academy. I'm usually live here with you guys Mondays, Wednesdays, and then Fridays, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I'm playing around with some different times. Now, let me see. So here we are. Welcome. This is GPA, or Grant Prep Academy. This is for, let me do this right. If you are black, you are a woman, you're a for-profit, small business owner, you're based in the United States, over the age of 18, own at least 51% of your business, and you're seeking grants for your black, woman-owned, for-profit small business, put hashtag FYP. Hashtag FYP. Let me know that's you. I want to know I'm talking to the right people in this room. So let's see. I know it's not everybody, but here we are. Okay, I see you, CEO. Hello, Pound Cake. I think you've been here before. Any other black women, for-profit, small business owners in the house? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I think Yes Ma'am has been here before. Hey, Nick. Hey. Real quick, tell me what your businesses are. What's your business? What do you do? In a sense that you can see winning a grant for doing it. Hello, Ashley Rankin. I was wondering if I would see you today. Hey, Mom. Nikki says janitorial. Do you have a janitorial business, company? If so, is it like commercial, residential? Let me know. Group home says road to 200. Do you own the group home? You trying to get started? Y'all let me know. That's going to help me help you. Cool. Commercial, that just seems like such a peaceful job, like commercial cleaning. I don't know why, but cleaning is therapeutic sometimes, just like shopping, but hey, that's me. Okay, you're getting started. What could you guys use a grant for? Tell me in the comments. If you were to get a grant today, which could you use it for? In your business, in your janitorial business, in your group home. Scale the business. How would you like to scale it? Radiance. How would you like to scale your business? Y'all talk to me. To start and make my dreams come true. What does that mean? Tell me. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, winner of over $51,700 in grants and grant funded opportunities from my business. We created this space Black Women in Grants here on TikTok. Make sure y'all follow this page, okay? Turn your notifications on so you can be here live with us whenever that is. Okay? Get a notification. And collectively, here at Black Women in Grants and blackwomeningrants.com, we've won well over 6 figures in funding over the last few months. So that's why I'm being nosy. Like, who are y'all? What are y'all do? What y'all could get a grant for? Let's see. Nikki says a car. You mean a car, like a business type car? Let's get specific. Help me out. Thank you for the roses. Advertising says Radiance. House for the group home, right? Marketing and furniture. Okay, furniture. Natural hair products. Crystal, what you do with natural hair products? Cool. Have you guys ever started looking for grants yet? Like, have you done a quick online search for grants, or has someone sent you a list of grants, or have you just found a grant laying on the ground and you just picked it up and applied? Are you familiar with the grant space? Okay, it's for your car to open your own youth center and business center. Okay. So Radiance hasn't found a grant on the ground yet. That's probably a good thing. Startup for your daycare and your daughter's sweet treats business. Okay, Rhoda says it's a bit overwhelming. What's overwhelming? CEO says she just did it yesterday. What did you find, girl? Nikki hasn't found a grant on the ground yet either. Okay, you went to grants.gov. I don't know nothing about them, so we ain't gonna talk about them today because I don't know nothing about them. Crystal says, I don't know what I'm looking for. Someone sent me this. Someone sent me a lot of sites. That's usually how it is, and that's why a lot of people think that it's overwhelming because you don't know what you're doing without it. Like, what is this? It's like reading another language. Literally, you got to learn the language. In the grant space, I'm here to answer your questions and talk to you and help you get a little bit clarity today. Look at them numbers. This is so much better than the studio. So I'm going to stay out of the TikTok studio on the laptop. I'm going to stick with y'all here on the phone. We locked in. Okay. CEO said the wording scared you. Really? Like, give me a word. Was it like a big word that you hadn't heard of? Or was it like a lot of words that you hadn't heard of? And it just was like, this ain't making no sense. Okay, you said you need a brick and mortar. Do you mean that you think you need a brick and mortar to get a grant? Because somebody put that here the other day, and it's absolutely not true. But we're going to talk about that a little bit today. You said, or can I get a grant started from home? Well, I'm at home. I literally just put up my background. And I've received over $51,700 in grants. So I can only teach you from what I've done successfully, you know. Road to 200 says I need a grant. I need to start from scratch grant. I like that. Like how that sounds. You mean a startup grant. That's what that is, right? So let's talk about that. Who here has a startup idea? Like, it's still in your head, it's still on a piece of paper, it's still in your computer, it's still on your phone, in your notes app. You haven't really put your idea into the world. Put startup if that's you. You just starting. You trying to get started. Shay, I feel like you've been starting like for a minute, Shay. Now, Shay. What you been doing, Shay? To get a little bit further, Shay. What you doing? What you need my help with, Shay? Eagle is startup. Crystal is startup. CEO is startup. Ooh, what is that? Zinta? Zatina says startup. Any other startups? What about, you got the idea out of your head. Oh, Christina, girl, you better help me. I'm trying to speak with an X. I don't know. Okay, this is your second business. Okay, I know how that is. You locked in? Okay. So, let me see what I want to ask y'all. I lost my train of thought trying to pronounce Christina. Jesus, give me peace, Lord, amen. What did I ask y'all? I forgot what I was going to ask y'all. Lord. Hold on. What were we just talking about? That's really threw me off. Let me see. Oh, here's what I was going to say. What about those of you who are here? You've already started a business. It's out of your head. It's off of your Bapruda. That's what my little niche used to call computers. It is maybe on a piece of paper you can print out and share with other people. You've actually put it out in the world, in the marketplace. You're actually making money. People have paid you. Like, you got literal receipts, a roster of clients to prove that you've made money, like you filed your taxes this year. We know that deadline just passed yesterday, girl. You got what's known as a profit and loss statement. If the grant asks for taxes, you got it. I'm straight from Atlanta, Georgia, and I just don't sound like it, but thank you. Y'all want me to talk like this so y'all don't understand what I'm talking about? Or would you like me to speak professionally? I'm like trilingual at this point. Un quito español es swell, mine is swell. That's a little ghetto Spanish from high school. But anyway, you in Savannah. I drove down to Savannah for my graduation. I just wanted to be on the beach as the sun rose, and then I got in my car and drove home. It was only 6 hours away. Anyway, where are my businesses that have started? Any started businesses? You in Alabama? Hey, cousin. You like 2 hours away from Birmingham, Alabama. That's where I grew up. 2 hours away from Birmingham. You started? Put started in the chat. Good luck on your research to relocate to Atlanta, girl. That is another world. They say we're another planet, child. Ooh, get ready, child. I'm in the house. I don't know nothing about it. Shay says we have a family barbecue business. Got it. So you already started that part of the business, Shay? I know you said this is your second business. Who else here has started? Neil says she started. Spanish. You heard it. A little habla españole. You heard it, girl. Un poquito. Paquita. Well, I'm trying to find scent. You're trying to find scented oils. Do you already have a scented oil business or nah? Road to 200 says I got my website. That's it. Okay, well, let's talk about it. Y'all want to talk about it? What do y'all think grants are? Like, do you really know what a grant is? Y'all know that little boy that say, Amlin, do you know what a jelly bean is? Every time I say, do you know what a grant is, I hear him in my head. So I got to ask y'all, like that baby asked his sister. Do you even know what a grant is? If you know what a grant is, put it in the chat. What is a grant to you? See, trilingual. I done spoke Atlanta, Spanish, and country all in one. Free money, funds to help people who aren't ready or can't get venture. That's interesting. Radios. Okay, money you don't pay back. Okay. Well, grants are gifted, given, and granted unto you. It means that you technically don't have to pay it back, but they can come and check on you and ask for receipts. Like, what'd you do with that money we gave you? What'd you spend it on? Send us receipts. So, Crystal, it sounds like if you're having trouble setting up your website and resources, you probably need something called a business incubator. Have you heard of that? There are business training and development programs that are funded by grants. And they'll sit with you and coach you around your idea, ask you questions, all that good stuff. SCORE, what about SCORE? They're retired executives, and they don't do grants. Not as far as I know of. SBA just started dabbling, but we'll see. Trying to open an orphanage in Africa. I was about to say Atlanta. Same thing sometimes. They help you build your business. I know about SCORE, but I'm saying what they got to do with grants. Anyway. Business training and development programs are funded by grants, by sponsorships, by partnerships from corporations like Target and FedEx and Verizon and AT&T even. I learned a lot this weekend. It is, girl. It is. Atlanta. Okay. So anyway, I learned a lot this weekend researching about $1.2 million in grants. Now, number one, over at blackwomeningrants.com. I haven't heard of the American Airlines one. We can look that up. Blackwomeningrants.com, which would usually be on my screen, but TikTok tripping. So let me see if I can type it in. Shay says, SCORE will help you fill out your grant application. Okay. www.blackwomeningrants.com. This is my website. Now, I'm sharing this with you guys because over there I have a list of business training and development programs that are funded by grants and partnerships and sponsorships. And 3 free lists of grants that I send to you. You get a link every month for 12 months. It's a 12-month subscription to over $1.2 million. Even if I was charging $5,000, it wouldn't be enough. But you want the money, though. You want the money. So go check out blackwomenandgrants.com. Now, there's a list of grants, 3 lists of grants that I send you monthly. As far as the link, you can get it. It's refreshed every month. Over $1.2 million in grants are on this list. And there are 7 programs that you can go apply to right now, completely free scholarship. It's already funded by grants that will help you get those ideas out of your brain, get it on the paper, get some coaching around and do some networking, get some mentorship, some training, some accountability, some support, some love get poured into for your business idea as you start to apply for these grants. Let me tell you more. It was something else I was going to tell y'all. Anyway, I got 3 scholarship spots to come join me in my mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com. It's in the comments. TikTok won't let me pin it, so screen grab it, write it down, take a picture, go over there and join us in one of the 3 scholarship spots. Now, scholarship spots mean my program is usually $297 to hang out with me for a year. You get it today for only $97. One-time payment, year-long access. We also hang out on Zoom once a month every first Saturday. Come get your questions answered. Bring your applications that you're submitting for grants. Ask me some questions about it. I helped you. Let's talk about what a grant is not. What do y'all think a grant just is not? Like, now, I just know a grant ain't. Fill in the blank. What a grant is not. What do you think a grant is not? We put what it is, but what do you think it tisn't? Like, now, I don't think a grant is fill in that blank real quick. Personal money, I like it. Taxable, not true, Shay. You want me to tell you more? Let me know. You can't spend it on yourself. Well, it depends on how you spend it. Y'all want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. What else? Anybody else want to take a stab at it? Talk to me, let me know. I took a lot of notes. I did part 1 of this on yesterday. You had to be there. We was on TikTok, as per usual. I put all my replays in a playlist for our mentees that join us over at blackwomenandgrants.com. So you get part 1 of that. This is part 2. I'm going to pick up where we left off. I'm going to recap a little bit because this is going to answer all of y'all's questions on what a grant is, what it's not. Is it taxed? If it's related to your business, you can write it off, right? What does that mean? We say write off so loosely, but what does that mean? Let me tell you. Okay, I'm going to start from the bottom of my notes. So, someone mentioned earlier about having like a brick and mortar, meaning a physical location for their business. Some people believe that you can only get grants if you have a brick and mortar. That is, do y'all think that's true or false? True or false? You can only get a grant if you got a brick and mortar. What you think? Shay say true. Who else? Tiff say false. Shay say false. Shay say false. Janetta say false. Okay. Oh, look at y'all. Okay. It's absolutely false. So there are these things that are specifically for brick and mortars called facade grants. Y'all know a facade? Saving face. Fake. Like, let me just show you what I want you to see. Facade grants are given to brick and mortar businesses. We have one here in the city of Atlanta. For example, if your business you had a location, a retail space, commercial space, whatever, right? Smoke and mirrors. And let's say during COVID, you had to shut down. And then the building became dilapidated. Now it needs renovations because it sat for 4 years. Well, there are facade grants you can get to help you beautify the outside. So everything from your signage. Let's say, people broke in it and the doors are broken, the locks are broken, the windows are broken. You can get a facade grant to make it look good, okay? There are even grants for brick and mortars that help you with things like your insurance, your utilities, other expenses that come with being a brick and mortar. However, that's just one type of grant. So if you were thinking that you needed a brick and mortar to get a grant, you don't. Okay? Just one type of grant. On our end, we're online. How many businesses here are online? Like maybe you're mostly online, you don't have a brick and mortar, you might work from home, a coffee shop, your car, your mama house in a spare bedroom. Like, how many of you guys only work from your Bapruta, your laptop, your phone? Any online businesses here? Okay, Shay Shay is online. Anybody else? Online only? Hello? Okay, Shay, so that's me and you talking. So, Shay, do you have... Oh, okay, there goes some answers coming in. I am beautiful, Scissor, scrolling and found your live. Glad I stopped being trying to start. Okay, cool. Online. So, now with the online businesses... Uh-oh, I'm always pressing something. With your online business, is it a product or a service? Talk to me. So, we know you at the kitchen table at your auntie house, like I would be if my auntie was still here with me. Just to get out the house and not have to work from home. Is it a product or a service? Why can't I do this? I got a new phone. I think I know what I'm doing. But it's proving me wrong. Hold on, y'all. Ugh! I gotta find another way to do this. There we go. Now, I see some products. I see some services. Okay, thank y'all for those of you who are talking to me and engaging. Now, I asked that because some people said, well, do you need to have? I get all types of questions. So people ask, can you get a grant for a service-based business? Most people also think that you got to have a physical, tangible product, and you don't. You could be service-based and get a grant too. So let's talk about that. Let me look at my notes. Oh, let me answer the tax question first. Yes, grant money can be taxed. Did y'all know that? Put an emoji in the chat if you knew that grant money could be taxed. Depending on the type of grant that you win, and depending on how you use the grant or how you tell the people you're going to use the grant that write you the check, look at the sad face. Yes, your money can be taxed. I learned this new term. I knew the definition, but I didn't know this is the term in the grant space. So who was that said all these words was confusing them? Girl, we still learning the language too. So grants may be considered as a payment of ordinary income. So for example, if you win a grant and you use it for things like payroll or business expansion or your regular business expenses, it could be taxed like regular ordinary income as a payment. So keep that in mind. Now, if you ever went to school and got a grant, like a federal grant or a Pell Grant or whatever, those are usually educational type grants. And so in our small business world, there are grants for your professional development that could be considered educational type grants as well. They may not be taxed the same way as a ordinary income payment grant. Okay, so you literally have to do 3 things that we talk about when you go and research these grant opportunities. Put the number 3 if you want me to tell you what those 3 things are real quick. And over at blackwomeningrants.com, I break down these 3 areas in detail. We've done webinars, boot camps, seminars, 2-day workshops, master classes, really breaking down these 3 R's. So let me give it to you in a nutshell. When you find a grant, you're doing something called research. Now, all 3 of these things start with an R, so put research. Research is when you're looking for grants to apply to. That's the part that feels overwhelming to a lot of you guys, because while you're looking for a grant to apply to, you still don't know what you're looking for. So put research. That's one of the R's of 3. Let me see research in the chat. Then, okay. Our number two is read. Once you find a grant to read about, oh, darling says this is right on time. Welcome, oh, darling. When you find a grant through your research, now it's time to read. Like, okay, read. Y'all know they say black folk don't read. If they don't want us to know something, they put in the book. Well, child, this nerd. I'm a read. So that's the key to not getting overwhelmed with grants. Let's prove them wrong. We're going to read. So while we're reading, what that means is you're reading the fine print. You're reading what's known as the terms and conditions. You're reading what's known as the rules of the grants, the restrictions of the grants, and the regulations of the grants. So we're going, oh, that's a rule. Okay. I didn't know that restriction was there. Oh, that's one of the regulations. Okay. Rules, restrictions, and regulations are all included in the fine print, in the terms and conditions when you read about the grant opportunities that you find. For example, when you read in the fine print, it's going to tell you how many people really are going to win that grant opportunity. I asked this question on our live yesterday. If there was a grant for $1 million, would y'all apply? Let me know. Let me see, because I want to see if y'all answers going to change when I ask you this other question. Carolyn says yes. Shay says in a heartbeat. Okay, Shay, I'm going to watch your next answer. Queen says, of course. Janetta says, not sure. Why you not sure, Janetta? Neil, you wouldn't apply. Why, girl? I Am Beautiful says she would. Why y'all? What? Okay. User, you wouldn't apply. Why? I want to hear y'all reason into why you wouldn't apply. If a grant was available for $1 million for your business, oh, you said, I don't think I would because fear and I don't feel worthy. Well, you've read and you've researched and you found this. Oh, darling. So would you apply? You've read and you've researched to get to this part to know that it's $1 million. Oh, Janetta says, because you're taxed on it. Girl, you taxed on breathing, so you're going to hold your breath. Road to 200 says overwhelming responsibility. What's overwhelming? You ain't even applied yet. What's overwhelming? Y'all talk to me. Let's talk this through. Let me ask this now. Let's rethink. Because, see, let's say we researched, we found this opportunity. Now we're reading the rules, restrictions, and regulations. Regulations mean, she said I would hide it under a pillow. Okay. Okay. If it was a check, yeah. But the actual cash, I don't know. You feel it? Okay. So, listen now, y'all. Now we're in the fine print of this $1 million grant, and we see that the regulations, which means how the money is distributed, how the grant is regulated, what are the stipulations to receiving the money, and you find out that, yeah, it's $1 million grant, but 1 million people get $1. Would y'all still apply? Talk to me in the chat. Let's see if them answers change now. 1 million people get $1. It's still $1 million grant. Okay, promise that you'll apply now. I Am Beautiful, you wouldn't apply for $1. The trickery. No, it's not trickery. It was in the fine print that you didn't read. This is why you gotta read. Okay, Queen says yes. Because you love helping people. Shay, Miss, of course. Absolutely. Now your answer changed. Okay. Y'all want me to tell y'all whether or not I would apply? Carol said she would. It seems like some of that fear would be gone. Some of that overwhelming responsibility. They're going to text me. Y'all want me to tell y'all what I would do? I told the girls yesterday, but I'll tell y'all too. Over at blackwomenandgrants.com, we have 3 spots open in our scholarship for the mentorship, where we really do break down the rules, restrictions, and regulations. And I spent a whole event. We did a masterclass on here's how to read the rules, restrictions, and regulations. There was a $25,000 opportunity, and I broke it down. It's a black-owned company, a well-known brand. And we discover and uncover things that you didn't know was in them contracts when you say yes to getting these people's money. So that's a fake scenario about the $1,000,000. But let me tell you why I would still apply even if I found out 1,000,000 people would get $1. Number one, I would literally be 1 in 1,000,000 who got that dollar. Number two, I would still be a grant winner. A win is what? A win. Number three, y'all didn't win. I did. Now my face on the grant's website, you might got to scroll alphabetically, but my first and last name begin with an A, so I'm usually towards the top, right? So I'm on their website. I'm in their press releases as a winner. I'm in newspaper articles, featured in magazines. Yes, I won. How was it to win $1? Well, let me tell you why. And let me tell you about my business. So now I'm getting free press, free marketing, free PR. I'm on their social media channels. They're on mine. I will forever go down in history as a winner. I'm going to frame my dollar and find a way to flip that dollar, right? Because who was that said, yes, I would still apply if it was $1 because I like helping people. How can I flip that dollar? Ooh, maybe I can find a book on Amazon that's 99 cents. I can read it and learn a little bit more about my business. Take that grant win, go apply for a $2 grant this time. Let's double it and give it to the next person. Tell them that I'm a previous grant winner because they're going to say, have you won other grants? Have you raised other funds? Well, yes, I have. I was 1 in 1,000,000. I won $1 from this grant. I'm looking to multiply the impact. Wouldn't you like to write me a check for $2? Because I'm showing you I already win. I'm showing you I didn't let that one obstacle of not getting all that money stop me from this opportunity. I am a risk taker. And then I know how to multiply my impact. I went and educated myself, applied for a bigger grant. Now I'm making that first grant look good. When you like me to make you look good, Mr. $2 grant check, right? Let's continue the party. Y'all see how that's called impact. That's how you take a grant and multiply the impact. That's also the number one secret to why you don't start applying for grants if you just broke and need money to run your business because you ain't got it and you just that's long, ain't it? But here's how you go in with what we call a grant application strategy, or GAS. Put GAS in the chat if you feel what I just schooled y'all on. Just a little bit. For the rest of my life, yes, I'm 1 in 1,000,000. Yeah, I'm going to tell you how I won $1 out of 1,000,000 applications. I'm going to teach you something. Okay, that's GAS, that's strategy. Y'all see? So now, if you saw that same $1,000,000 opportunity the next time, you're like, oh, this is what Dr. AJ was talking about. Would you go and apply now that you have a strategy for how to multiply that impact? Who here want to change their answer from the first time? No, because now. Oh, okay. 2 people. 3, 4. Okay. I see y'all. Y'all see how it's done. This is how it. Hey. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. All of that. Okay? That's how you do it. One will find some of the others is why I would still apply. And because now you're in a network, and that's a great point, Carolyn, you're in a network of 999,999 other people. That's a network. Girl, where you going to apply next? I'm going to apply for this grant. You got other resources? That's how you do it. Y'all see. See why you can't. She said, I see the vision. Good. You can't be bougie. You can't be, what they say, beggars can't be choosers, whatever. Now you understand. Okay. So we went from, now a grant can't be taxed. Well, it can be taxed, but they're going to tax me too much because it's $1,000,000. $1 ain't enough. I'm tired and overwhelmed and just, I don't want to apply for $1. So you know what? Now that you say that, well, since you put it like that, y'all see? Put hashtag FYP if it's clicking. Just a little bit. Make a little sense. It's just a little soften the blow, okay? And so I'll walk you through essay answers for how to really start winning grants. Bigger than $1, but I've seen grants from a free Starbucks coffee literally not too long ago. Verizon sent me a gift card to go to Starbucks. And I got my mocha chocolate chip frappuccino and sat in my car and worked. Sent them a picture of me drinking the cup. Thank you, Verizon. And I got me some work done and multiplied that impact. So now I got a picture of my grant. You feel me? Come on now. Leading discussions around how I use my grant money, aka Starbucks gift card. I've seen Grubhub. I've had Grubhub delivered to my home, courtesy of a grant. Got clothes in the mail and a desk, a chair, journal, pens. We got a $500 Office Depot gift card in December. Took it and flipped it. Bought this is a portion of it. Some flash drives. We ain't seen this in a minute, but on these will be my newly released book for those of my private clients who are seeking grants. Y'all see how you take a grant and multiply that thing? You don't depend on it to keep winning or to even be more than $1. You just take that dollar and flip it. That's how you do it. Okay. If you're new here, put hashtag FYP. Hey, new here's. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, winner. Now y'all see how I win, right? That's a little bit. That's the light version. That's crystal light, okay? I've won over $51,700 in grants and grant funded opportunities. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But we've talked about the 3 R's, the secrets to really winning grants, to finding grants, standing out, how to multiply the impact of a grant. Y'all ain't gonna hear this nowhere else. I teach it because I does it. And I teach it to the ladies over at blackwomeningrants.com. That's in our mentorship. It's about 250 almost of y'all there. I love it. I love that for y'all and me. And let me tell y'all our number 3 R. Wait a minute. Did we finish? Hold on. So we talked about a facade grant. We talked about those are for brick and mortars. We talked about if you got a product and or service, how you can still get a grant. We talked about whether or not you would take a chance. Go ahead, honey, take a chance. Y'all remember that from Coming to America, the original? We talked about whether or not you would do that. Hopefully y'all would take a chance on $1 million grant, even if it was for $1. Get that dollar. Multiply that dollar. What else did we talk about? Did I mention we only got 3 scholarship spots over at blackwomeningrants.com? If not, I want to mention that so we can say we had this conversation. You can't say we didn't have this conversation. I'm so glad we had this conversation. So you can come mentor with me for a whole year. Get all this energy packaged up, bottled up, recorded. You can rewind it and hear me say it again. Same energy. I'm somewhere taking a nap in real life. But we really dive in. I'm trying to get to grants. Now, we talked about researching where you find a grant. However you find it, on the ground, in your inbox, randomly online, or let me send it to you in our list of 3 grants. You get a 12-month subscription, part of the mentorship. It's only $97, one-time payment, year-long access over at www.blackwomeningrants.com. Okay. Somebody told me I talk fast. I don't think I talk fast. I think I talk country. But that's me. Number 2 was read. Read the fine print, the rules, restrictions, and regulations. You're going to find out how many winners there really are. Thank you. I like them too. Amazon's top of the line. $15 for 5 pair. What? Readers? Blue blockers. Y'all remember that commercial? Okay. How many winners? How much each winner gets? How long you have to claim the prize? Did you know? And I've heard this straight from a lady who wrote me 2 checks for a grant. She said a lot of women win her grants, but she has to give their money away because they exceed the time it takes to get back in touch with her to say, we know we won, we confirm we won, here's where to send the money. Did y'all know that a grant can look... Shay said, yeah, the lady on the subway. What's the lady on the subway, Shay? Did I say something? Yeah, girl, so she had to get her money away. So now it's a rule in her grants in the fine print. She be like, you don't respond by this time, we're moving on. So just know, make sure your emails don't bounce back. Your phone ain't up. Oh, on the subway, yes. So I was like, what's the subway? Okay, you're right, on the subway. You with me? You here? It take me a minute to catch back up. Okay. So yes, you have a certain amount of time to claim the money. The rules and restrictions are also going to tell you if you can get disqualified. She said, ask you, so you think she should give away the money? If you, well, yeah. Yeah, if you know you applied and you ain't, well. And that's in the rules and restrictions. You got this amount. It's usually 10 days. That's what I've usually seen. You got 10 days to say, hey, I'm here. Thank you for letting me win. Thank you for, I acknowledge that I won. I'm confirming that I won whatever place, or if you're the only winner, here's what to send the money. What y'all need me to do? You know, you start getting on their nerves about sending the money. So you can be disqualified. I'm trying to read my handwriting. The process for getting paid is explained in the rules, restrictions, and regulations. Yep. You check. You be like, hey, Shantae, that's who wrote my last check. Hey, girl. It's Dr. AJ again. How y'all? What's the latest? What else? Ooh, this is a new one. We got to talk about this. Because did you know that some grants or some of the prizes that'll come with a grant, like a phone or a car or some types of services, are not indefinite? That means that they have an expiration date. And so when we say a grant is money you don't have to pay back, you may not have to pay that money back. But let's say you apply for a car from Progressive did this last year or the year before. They gave away a car for a year. So it wasn't indefinite. It wasn't for life. Would y'all still apply for that opportunity? You know, because it's in the fine print. You read, and this is a real grant. Would you still apply? Free car for a year? Would you still apply free phone for a year? Free internet for a year? Would y'all still apply? Oh, okay. Okay. And they like, well, you technically you can keep it, but you're going to be paying for it after a year. Yeah. Okay, because it would help someone. Okay. Not my miles. What miles? Oh, on your car? Y'all are crazy. So yeah, some grants have limited use. I wrote something else about that, but okay. 1 year will be good to get things rolling. Okay, I like y'all. Stop now, y'all rethinking since that $1 million. Like, well, so there was a lady who used to do events from city to city, and she would get a car. I think the car was sponsored, so she would have the car wrapped in her business logo information. She would drive it from city to city, hosting her conferences, making her money. And when it was time to turn the thing back in, hey, here you go. I made my money. So that's a creative way to do it. You'll drop that car off immediately. Come get it. So there are so many grants out there. Some of them are, let me see. Let me read my notes because I wrote it down. Oh, we're about to talk about that. So give me a minute, Shay. We're about to talk about that. Ain't that a good idea? Very creative. Feel the same thing. Y'all are crazy. Okay. Let me see. So we talked about the side grant. We talked about some grants have you definitely need to read the fine print. We're still on 2 R's of 3. Read the fine print because there's an expectation of equity for some grants. That means that, let me ask y'all. I hate when people say this, but I'm saying it a lot today. Let me ask you this. It's prepping you for a question that you like. If there was an opportunity for you to win some money for your business, but you had to sell a portion of your company, would you do it? Like if you had to give away a certain percentage of your company where the person who wrote you the check for the money was now part partner. They could make some of your business decisions. They could vote against some of your business decisions. They could have just as much control and power in your business as you do. Would y'all still apply for those grants? That's called an expectation of equity, where she said 1%. Girl, it depends on what. It's like Shark Tank, but there are a lot of angel investment, we'll just say investment opportunities that are disguised as grants. So this is why we're still on read R number 2, because you need to read. Depends on the paperwork language. It don't depend. I'm telling you clear as day. You will have to give away a portion of your company for this money. Would you do it and it still be considered, grant funding, whatever? Their knowledge of the business. Okay, I can see that. Is there grants people with homes, of course? I'm not sure, Zena. This is for Black women, for-profit, small business owners, so that's what we're talking about. Only if they're increasing the Well, you don't know until they come work in the business, come boot you out the way and take over. You don't know. Y'all know how, what was it? Was it Carol's daughter that sold her company and now all the black people mad because it ain't black owned no more? That's literally the strategy of starting a business for most companies. You build the business, you grow it to millions, you sell it or get investors. And that's their end goal. Have y'all thought about your end goal? Like, would you give up a certain amount of your company in exchange for maybe millions? And it's a real millions this time. You would give them 10%. What if they want more? They like, you want us to give you money. We need more. Expectation of equity. So I say all that because you need to read the fine print, the terms and conditions in the read portion of your grant research to know if there is an expectation of equity. Check the dealability. Okay, but we talking about for-profit small business owners. So that's the conversation we in. We're going to stay there because I get off track easily. So can y'all respect my life? Okay. You would have to consult with an attorney. That is very smart, Shay. I like that answer. Good job. I'm proud of you. I would if I can continue to make money off of it. Yeah, who said 10%? So she would still have 90%. Sometimes you have to give a little to gain. That's true. Or is it? If they're in that business. Okay. Yeah, it keeps us on topic. That's all. You said that? Okay. We're going to get it to you. So let me read my handwriting. We talked about the fine print covering how many people win the grant, how much they win, how long you have to claim the prize, disqualification rules, the process for getting paid, like when, is it going to be a check or an automatic deposit? If the prize is indefinite or not, because it can be taken away or returnable. If it's like a phone or car, it's limited use. Now let's talk about number 3. Put number 3 in the chat if y'all want me to tell y'all this third R, which is a big secret to uncover in this grant space. We got research, we got read. Y'all want R number 3? Put a 3 in the chat. R number 3 is review. Put review because it means okay. Yeah, that's smart. I know what BlackRock is, but what's BlackRock? I've heard of them recently. I probably shouldn't have asked that. I feel like I shouldn't have asked that. If it's messy, don't put it. Don't tell me. I get distracted, y'all. I'm trying to stay focused. That's why I got my notes. Y'all on here playing. Listen. Review means we're reviewing things like eligibility. So this is the step that a lot of people miss and they get overwhelmed. That's why y'all think grants are overwhelming. You think it's hard. I can't understand the language. It's too much work. Is this legit? Should I do it? Is this a scam? Over at blackwomenandgrants.com, we tell you the language. They're all L's. Oh, they said black. Okay, I was like, I know it, but I don't. Okay, stop right there. You ain't got to tell me no. So over at blackwomenandgrants.com, that's our mentorship program. And we talk about what to look for in a grant opportunity. Legit. How you say legit in Spanish? Legit? I don't know. Legit grant opportunities. We tell you what to look out for because there are scams. There are some scammers on here right now. They come steal my stuff and then they go pretend like they're me and they try to sell y'all stuff in your inbox. Hey, scammers. Watch them numbers drop. There are also people who come and literally eat what I vomit out of my mouth and then they'll go teach it like they came up with it. But I'm sitting here looking at my notes, which is why I'm trying to tell y'all to stay on topic so I can read my notes that I wrote. Me and Jesus just sat with this weekend. But they're going to teach it. So if y'all hear this anywhere else, they was on the live with y'all, girl. They be on here too. Anyway, we teach you what to look for, what to look out for, and what to look forward to. It's fun winning grant money. Like for real. Not just talking about it. Not just stealing people's stuff and be like, girl, I heard when you win a grant. Let me tell you what happened to me. What's happening to me. So one of my last grant applications, I actually use AI. Did you know you can use AI to apply for grants? Yep. You can. You got to know what you're doing, though. So you don't sound redundant, robotic, and rehearsed like an Easter speech. I just came right here to say, Happy Easter Day. Leave me alone. Y'all remember little Daryl? AI will have you sound like that if you don't know what you're doing with it. But I used it. My application was selected out of 500 just in January for a $50,000 opportunity. So AI gets us results, okay? I teach you all of that in the mentorship. We got a class that's coming up in a couple days. We got like a week. Man, that class coming fast. Where it's going to be about using AI on a deeper level because they got some new stuff. They got that new out there. And it can help you stand out. Yes, girl, 50,000, two payments of 25,000, getting flued out to California for 4 days. They give you feedback on the grant application. It's giving, honey. So I share all that because all of that's importante. That class is only available to our mentees over at blackwomenandgrants.com. So it wouldn't be fair to give you the price if you ain't behind the gates, the veil. You got to be behind the veil to get into any of the other classes. We also having an event live here in Atlanta in June, and you got to be in the program to get an invitation. Only 8 of y'all gonna come join me. We got the space booked and everything. I'm ready. Straight from the airport. We call it the Clearport. That's all. So blackwomenandgrants.com, that's what it be. Now, let's talk about review. We're reviewing eligibility. For example, some grants that I see in the list of 3 lists of grants that we send you that has over 200 opportunities. I just went through all 200 opportunities yesterday. That's where I got some of these notes. And I picked out stuff that I'm picking up on with the new grants that are out there. So every month for 12 months, you get that free subscription to these 3 lists of grants. They're updated monthly. And so what I see is, now all of the ones we get, they're for Black women, for-profit, small business owners. So that means in some of the eligibility requirements, you're going to see it say, if you're a nonprofit, I don't apply for this grant because it ain't for you, sis. They don't say it like that, but that's the interpretation of the situation. If you're from Atlanta, you got that reference. But listen, they will tell you in the eligibility, which is part of the review process, who is eligible. For example, sometimes you have to have made a certain amount of money. So they'll have annual revenue that's required. They'll be like, you got to make more than $1 million to get with this. And that's for real. I was on a call last week where literally you had to prove that your business brings in at least $1 million a year, or you have raised over $500,000 in a year's time. And prove it. And this is from a Black woman. She got $3 million to go to fund her business, and now she's giving back. But this is an opportunity you literally can't even pay your way to be in a room. So I met her when she was here in Atlanta, and she was like, go to my website. Because I had spoken during the event and asked the question. She was like, I know what you do. I like what you do. Go to my website and look. So I've been part of her crew for about a year. And so they did a call last week. And only 10 people out of, I thought would be at least 20 plus, showed up for the call. And so this is an opportunity that you literally cannot pay for, but you do have to have that annual revenue. So some grants will ask that you make a certain amount of money a year. That's why I asked who here has started a business, who here has not started a business. It's only 2. Ain't no in between. Ain't no double dutch. You better jump in. I'm going to push you. That's how I am. Or I might hit you with the rope. You going to jump because this going to hurt. Yeah, I was one of them kids. Road to 200 is how I find you. blackwomenandgrants.com, blackwomenandgrants.com, www.blackwomenandgrants.com, blackwomenandgrants.com. What? blackwomenandgrants.com. I'm going to do you like, there was an event here. Pre-COVID, Facebook came to Atlanta. And there's this couple, Black couple, that has a double dutch company. They literally teach you how to double dutch. And I ain't double dutch since I was little. I ain't never want to turn the rope. But I'm going to try to jump. So I call myself doing like that. That's why every time I say double dutch, I see myself doing this no, this was recently an adult, a grown person at my big age. Trying to double dutch with an what I had my little AirPod in my ear. And they said, tell you what, we're going to stop turning and you just jump. Just stand in one place and jump. And they turned. And I did it. I had somebody record me. That recording is out there on Beyonce's internet. But, yeah. Sometimes you do need that. You need a push. You need somebody to tap your shoe and count you in. Some of us can just run and jump. Some of us need to just stand in place and jump. And we got you, boo. We got you. I was tired after that, but we got you. 40-some years old, double at you. But anyway, why did I start talking about that? Who knows? Oh, because there's no in between, whether or not you started a business. Then how do you know if you've started up or you have officially started? Is if you've made money. If you haven't made money, you're usually in the startup phase or pre-revenue, meaning you ain't made no money. Pre-revenue, before money. But if you started, you got things like receipts of payments and people know that you got a business they paid you for. You got tax returns, profit and loss statements. And yes, grants can ask you for that. Okay, that's about push me, okay? I've been called the purpose pusher. It's kind of harsh, but I'll take it. Some grants are location specific as well. So wherever your business is headquartered could also make a difference in the type of grants that you might be eligible for or not. Some grants ask that you be in business for a certain amount of time. So they may say you need to have been in operation for a year plus. Some of them have a minimum amount of staff, whether it's part-time or full-time, that you need to have on your payroll. That's what the grant last week did. They said it was either them or it's another $100,000 opportunity. It's grant funded, so you don't get the money, but you get the access to what the money has already bought. And they wanted you to have 3 people on your payroll, make $100,000 a year. And so sometimes those are stipulations. Some grants have application fees. Application fees. Would y'all pay to apply for a grant? Another question I have for you. Would you guys pay an application fee to apply for a grant? Let me know. No, Tika? Why not? Tell me. I must know. Why not? Anybody else? Would you pay to apply for a grant? Let me know. Y'all don't get scared now. I knew you was going to say that. It's never trickery. It's just to get you to think. That's all. It's not trickery. Depends on what I'm going to get from it to help fund my organization. I got to do the review. Okay. She like, where the rules at? Let me read the rules. That's how I am. Do I ask a lot of questions? What is this? I got my eyebrows done yesterday. And I walked in and this lady had, a black lady, she had like this goopy stuff on her eyebrows. I didn't want to ask no questions, but when I came back, because they had to wait, I was like, what was that stuff on her eyebrows? And they said it was tint. So we got all the way. I just went to get mine threaded. We got all the way. I had paid for my thread and everything. I was still asking questions. Now, what is tint? What it do? How long it lasts? Do it burn? Is it dye? What color is that? Why do people do it? What is it going to do to my skin? Do it stink? Is it going to... And by the time I finished all that, I needed to know the rules. Educate me, because I didn't know what that was. So she had, the lady that was doing the eyebrows showed me pictures. This is a before, this is an after. There was another black lady, y'all. This lady had me cracking up. She was sitting there quiet. She was listening to me ask questions, but she knew all the answers. But she was letting the professional answer. The black lady, she was real light skinned. She pulled up her hoodie. She had it covered her eyebrows. She said, you will know if you need tint if your eyebrows look like mine. And y'all wasn't nothing there. I said, oh, like really loud? And we all just busted out laughing. I didn't know. I need information. Educate me. I said, you know what? I appreciate your visuals because I'm a visual learner. It made sense. That's the person who needs tint. So she walked me through how she had to try to let her eyebrows. She was like, your eyebrows are gorgeous. You don't need it. But if you wanted to try it, you got something to work with versus me. She called her eyebrow specks. She was like, my little speckles up. And we just laughed. So I ended up getting it just to try it and say that I did. And this lady was getting her upper lip waxed. I did that one time and I felt naked like a little monkey. You know how monkeys be bare right there? I'm going to just let my stash grow. She gonna be there. We'll be all right. And it hurt. So anyway, I say all that because I'm the one that needs the rules. How we play. Tell me the rules. Don't be tricking me. I got questions. I'm very visual. Hands on, all that. You can't just, well, show me. So they showed me, they educated me yesterday. I left feeling educated. And so the running joke was that the lady who educated me on how to know if I need tint was like, now give me your eyebrows. I was like, I wish I could share them, girl. So now we in there talking about how to grow thick eyebrows. Ain't that funny? You get your sideburns away. That sounds so painful. I can't do it. Yes, now I've had henna on my hands. I know how that works. The lady that was doing my threading, she had henna on her hands, but she was like, it's a little bit different, etc. So anyway, see how we get off track? As an awarded of solicitations, we advise clients not to, so I would take this same principle. Okay, so that's how we got off topic. I forgot what I said to make you, let me look through my notes. Just I've been telling y'all stay on topic, but it was me this time. That's my fault. Staff, full-time payroll. Okay. Oh, because I asked y'all, would y'all pay? You said you gotta, now, okay. This is where it is, right there, okay. So, if there was a grant opportunity, and there are, for you to pay small application fees. For example, let me give you my scenario. Y'all have been cutting up on here. There was an application fee of $35 to potentially win a grant for $1,500. If you saw an opportunity like that, would you take it? Would you apply? She said small is okay. Girl, you can't even see mine. They only see it because they be in your face like that. I'm like, girl, back up. You couldn't even tell it was there. So we good. We're good. Anyway, yes, 2 people would apply for a grant if you had the potential to win 30 or win 15. It's a $35 application and potential to win. Right. If I could smell your breath. And I did, yo. Okay, back on topic. Yes, I would. One step further to it. Okay. I like how y'all have shifted since that $1 million scenario. So, let me cut the long story short. I paid $35. I won $1,500. And they also gave me over $12,000 in prizes. Was that worth $35? Would you do it? And you would do it too for a check. Would y'all do it for a check? So when is an application fee not a good idea? If you ain't got it, if you ain't seen nobody else win that grant, for example, that, I don't know if it was the same one. I can't remember if it was the same one. I won 2 grants from the same organization. I think, if I'm thinking of this one correctly, because it's been over a year now, you know, we've won so much. But I think this was the one I won like second place. So first place got a little bit more to me. I looked up first place and reached out. Come to find out, she lived right down the street from me. I was like, girl, you want to go to lunch? And we did. And so I share, oh, wait a minute. TikTok is making me verify I'm still live. So that means I've been on here for like 90 minutes with y'all. Okay, there we go. Yes, it was worth it. Okay, I'll tell you the prizes in a minute. So anyway, found second place, went to dinner, lunch, down across the tracks, down the street from our hood. I call it the hood because every other month we hear gunshots. It's not every night, so it's hood adjacent. But anyway, we went to lunch. I gave her resources of other grants she could go apply to. And then I said, now, what did you say to get number 1? Because I got number 2, and I'm trying to get number 1 next time. And so she told me how she answered her questions. I put everything I know, everything we talked about at lunch in a book. Finding Funding. You can only get this book on the website blackwomeningrants.com. How to find and secure debt-free, non-traditional funding for your Black woman-owned small business. And did. So go check that out. We got 3 scholarship spots. I haven't checked my email, so I think they're still over there. They're first come, first served. They always get got. Don't say we ain't had this conversation, okay? So there's that. The other prizes that totaled $12,000 was free coaching. You got to choose between a free branding design or a free website redesign. You got self-care boxes in the mail. I just changed the bottle. They sent you like nail oil. This smell like roses. I put it on my cuticles. My nails be really growing. I ain't never really had nails, but they went from nubs to like, I can scratch and feel it. We got books. I got a year, let me slow down, I'm excited. They paid for Audible for a year for me. So I listen to a different book every month for a year. They paid for a year's Amazon Prime. Y'all keeping track? $12,000. Hold on, I'm trying to show y'all my other little. They bought this for me. I just did that little sticker yesterday. She got a mustache. Speaking of mustaches. But this is an Amazon Fire HD. Don't look at them fingerprints. Shut up, I'll be using it. So they bought that. They bought me a subscription to Popple. Have y'all heard of Popple? The digital business card where you get like a QR code. So now I don't have to design, print, and pay for business cards to get shipped to me. I just take my phone everywhere I go. People scan my QR code on Popple, and all of my contact information is automatically imported into their phone. I got a lot of other stuff, but those are the things that come to mind in the $12,000 pack, plus the $1,500 checks. I put that in the bank, waited on my other stuff, cashed in. So that's how that works. But back to when not to apply for grants. Make sure you can find people who have paid that application fee and won. There was another grant who was charging application fees, but nobody that looked like us was winning until I personally called them out. And then the following month, a Black woman won that money. So you got to keep your eye out. And then trust your discernment. All money ain't good money. Even the money that you might pay to potentially win, okay? In the book, Finding Funding, I put a list of, I think it's 10 questions. You can use the literal questions that I took to lunch with me that day to ask first place winner from a second place winner perspective and vice versa. Because see, I have won first place in other grants, contests, giveaways. So I was giving her tips. She was giving me tips. And so I wrote down the questions that I asked her as a winner. You can use those questions to find people who have actually won these grants that you pay application fees to win, right? So yeah. So hopefully that helps get you started. But yeah, listen to your knower. You know in your heart, like, if someone is saying, pay us first and we'll promise you'll win, we'll guarantee you win, you about to get scammed real good, okay? So that's why I'm not telling you whether to do it or not. I'm asking you, would you? And I'm telling you what to look out for if you see these opportunities. If they like, pay us, we're going to send you some in the mail. Child, I hate to break it to you, but that's all. So yes, that opportunity was worth it. I told y'all about some of the prizes. What other questions y'all got for me? We've been talking a lot. We've been learning a lot. Y'all been learning with me. Yes, vet each funder, y'all. Y'all got me on here cutting up. Okay, it's kind of like doing an open request for business that won our bids. Nice. Okay. I don't know nothing about that. Who do you use to make a free website? Whoever the lady, they had partnered with 26 other Black women. And so, I don't know who she used. Okay, Tika, you've heard of Popple. Yes. Now following, period. You got my earrings. Tarjay's Finest. Then I had lost one, or I thought I lost one. And I was walking to my car and found one. My earring just laying in the road, had been ran over 13,000 times. And then I went to the thrift store randomly one day. Saw them in the case in the thrift store. Target didn't even have them no more. I was like, Jesus, you be playing with me. So I bought a second pair. So that's what that is. Target and Goodwill. Or Target, yeah, that was Goodwill. Ain't God good? What questions can I answer for y'all based on anything we've talked about so far with reading, researching, and reviewing? I told y'all how some grants are location specific. They could also be demographic specific. So, for example, there are some grants out there just for moms, just for veterans, just for people under the age of 40, just for businesses that are like tech based or app based or tech enabled is what they're calling them. There are business grants just for startup businesses. We talked about those that you got to be in business for a certain amount of time or have a certain amount of staff or make a certain amount of money. There are, some grants like the one sponsored by FedEx, Verizon, and there's a cable company out there. Comcast is one, but there's another one called like Wind something. We don't have it here in Atlanta, so that's not really familiar to me, but it's on our grant list. And they want you to have like an account with them or set up an account in order to like get the benefits of their grant. Some of them have like educational platforms built in, like the Verizon one, they have a whole training portal that you get. So even if you don't win money from them, you get the consolation prize of still learning from them. And so those are some of the like rules, restrictions, and regulations to how some of these grants work. And if y'all got questions, put them in the chat. I'm happy to answer those questions. So you help an array of businesses, not niche specific. Yeah, so it doesn't, at the end of the day, what Glorilla say, the day got to end. But for real, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what type of business you have, really. It doesn't. Grants want to know about you, who you are, what you do, who you help, why you do it, how you know it's working, and why they should care enough to give you money. So notice I didn't say you got to have a brick and mortar. It got to only be beauty and skincare products. You got to make $1 billion. Every grant is different, but if you put them all in a hat and shook it, most of them have the same requirements of wanting you to be what's known. Let me find my notes on that real quick. Oh, it was right under the one. You right on the target, girl. So when it comes to what a grant is really looking for, they're looking for your business to have what's known as social impact. Have y'all heard of social impact, or do you have social impact with your business? Because that's the main thing grants are looking for. They'll ask you what you do in your business and what you sell, how you make your money, but they really, grants are for special projects. They're for special business expansion. They're for making the world a better place. Social impact is how you're helping make your community, whether it's online or offline, a better place. It doesn't matter what kind of business you have. How are you using that business to make the world a better place? So there are these things called the United Nations Social Development Goals, or the SDGs. There's 17 of them, if I remember correctly. And what that is like the literal world has come together to say, if you start a business or an organization, for profit, nonprofit, we don't care, something undergirding your mission needs to show how you're using that business to make it a better place. Yep. And so if you know your social mission, you also need to know your SDG goal. You can look those up. I teach about it in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. We got some classes coming up about them because there are categories that your business would fall into. And so with your social impact, your SDG goals, they want to know what's your social mission and how you're measuring that mission. What's your business mission as it relates to, in a sense, that you're helping to make the world a better place. You can't write an essay. I give you my literal essay answers in the mentorship. Check it out. Grab one of the scholarship spots. Copy my paper. I mean, don't copy, but like, fill in the blanks. Put a little the, and, the, thus, however, in there and make it sound good. And I'll show you how to get help doing that anyway. So it sounds like you. Does your company have a space in actually helping a small business write a grant? No, because we're not grant writers. That's for nonprofits. That's why you need to join the program to learn the difference between a nonprofit and a for-profit grant. We don't need grant writers, so you get to save that money and teach yourself, treat yourself. Change a few words. put a little stank on it. Let me read this to y'all. Did I get all that? We got all that. There are things called grant funded opportunities, or GFOs. I term that I coined that term is what I'm trying to say. A grant funded opportunity is like the mentorship programs that I told you about. I give you a list of 7 of those to go apply to, get in these programs free, get some training and development help for your business as you're applying for these grants. They do have a time commitment for programs like this, whether it's like 6 weeks, 6 months, 12 months. I did a 10-month one. I got a scholarship. It was like $1,500. And then I got to join a global network where we had 100 people in the program. Only 4 of us was from the U.S. So all these other countries represented. Them calls was off the chain because everybody trying to listen hard because everybody had an accent on that call, including me. So I share that because it was like a worldwide, and we still are all in touch with each other through a WhatsApp channel, and we share resources. And we're business leaders, shaking and moving. And so from the program that we did, they built another program, and that's the one where you got to have 100K in revenue, 3 employees, etc. And so these types of programs have time commitments, or like online regulations or requirements where you got to be on a call once a week and get some coaching and mentoring around your business. Some of them meet in person now that the world has officially opened back, and so they may have some travel requirements. So my advice to you is that, number one, you read the application, just like that read, review, research. Read that application because they do have essay questions. Some of them ask for video entries. Many small business grants ask for video entries. Who here is scared to get on camera? You got to be like ready for your spotlight moment. I had to do a video entry to get into that type of program. So they'll ask for video essays. They'll ask for written essays. They'll restrict your answers. So like, tell us what you do in 500 characters or less, not 500 words. Characters. They're counting space, periods, exclamation points. So you got to get to the point. Wrap it up. That's why I say they don't really care what you do. Get to the point. Tell them what you do and move on, because they want to know more about how you're helping the hood over like how you do what you do in your business, right? See? She said, let me put on a wig and makeup and be ready. Right? Yes. So then there is the actual application part. Character count, word count. They're going to want your bio, your picture. Some of them do ask for taxes. I'm trying to read my handwriting. Some require a business bank account, your employer identification number, your business plan, marketing plan, sales plan, and your business model, like how you actually make money in your business. Because the grant will tell you they're not your end all be all, but you got to be able to explain how you literally make money before they give you the grant, how you will continue to make money. So when they say, what's your vision for the next 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, 60 months? The last grant that I told you about, the 100 global leaders, they keep in touch with us for 3 years. So every 6 months for 3 years, we have to do a survey check-in of what you've been doing since we gave you this opportunity. And so they want to know, what is that vision for growth? How are you making money since they invested something in your business? And then some of them will also ask for your articles of incorporation. So when you're reading, when you're reviewing, when you're researching these grant opportunities, make sure you know if it's an actual grant, meaning a check attached, or if it's a grant funded opportunity where it's valued at a certain amount and it's really a training and development program that you're about to take your business through so that it can come out stronger on the other side as you apply for other grants opportunities. I think that's it, y'all. We've been talking for a minute, honey. What questions can I answer for y'all? I'm scanning my notes, seeing if there's anything else I want to share with you. If nothing else, as you start to apply for grants, document the grants that you're applying to and how much. We give you a grant tracker sheet. Ashley, are you still here? Ashley Rankin is one of our mentees in the Grant Game Mentorship Program over at blackwomenandgrants.com. She stayed up so late this weekend designing a grant tracker sheet for y'all, where you can go in and put the name of the grants you apply to, the ones you need to apply to, how much they're valued at, how much the check is going to be, what your experience was like. That sheet is so nice. So it's a part of the mentorship program now over at blackwomenandgrants.com. So shout out to Ashley Rankin for putting it together. And then, Letitia, I send you the websites to go to apply for grants versus you going to do your own search. The ones that I share with you every month, you get a 12-month subscription for free for joining us in the mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com. These are curated opportunities, meaning there are 3 women who put these lists together every month. It's refreshed. And so they're specifically opportunities just for women, just for small business owners, just based in the United States, etc. So they're more catered to who you are versus the millions of results. There are 18 million results the last time I checked on Google. Did an online search to see what grants are out there that every old body can go apply to, versus the 200 we have on this list that totals over $1.2 million, and they're specifically for you being a Black woman, for-profit small business owner. So I think that's it. I think we really did cover everything. I'm so proud of myself. Let me make sure. Oh, some grants can look like a scholarship. So like how I'm giving away scholarships over at blackwomenandgrants.com, where my regular program is $297 for a year. You can get in for $97. There are a lot of grants that are doing that now, where they're attached to like a learning program, like a coaching program. And they might give you like year-long access to the program where you can go in, learn, get what you need. And that's considered part of your grant. So that's what I did about a year or two ago. I won a small business pitch competition for $500. And I used that $500 to go join a business training program. And then I got access to the program, got everything I needed out of it. And it helped me to meet a goal. So when you're winning these opportunities that you're going to be spending your own money on anyway, it makes it worth it to show up and do it with other people's money. You feel me? So that's a grant-funded opportunity experience that I've had, and something that you can look forward to. And then there are some grants. This all goes into reading the fine print. Oh, 2 more points, and then I'll let y'all go. 3 more. First, there are grants that are marketing only grants. So if you say, I could use a grant to help me with marketing my business, there are some grants that will only help you with marketing your business. You won't get a check. You don't have to pay for anything, but they will deliver on that end of just helping you market your business. But you got to read the fine print. Thank you, Carolyn. And then there are grants that is a reimbursement grant. And what that means is there was a financial grant out. And they said, we'll give you $2,000 to host an event as long as it's based on helping your community learn about finances. And because I do that type of work, like here talking with y'all about grants, that's money. And so I applied, and they said, oh, okay. Well, how about this? You go ahead and go host the event, spend your money first, and we'll reimburse you. Send us a receipt, send us an invoice, and we'll pay you back. I was like, oh, okay. So that was my first encounter with a reimbursement grant. So you learn all of that through communication with them and what they put on their site, etc., about how that works before you actually submit that application. So you'll pay all the expenses and then invoice them, and they'll do a match for match, if you will, meaning pay you back. And then finally, there are some grants that are just for technical equipment. So things like laptops, desktops, technical equipment. So when you're reading, researching, and reviewing these opportunities, this information is what's revealed in the fine print. And notice we ain't even talked about the actual application yet. This is just to see if you qualify. This is just to help you cut down on fear, cut down on feeling overwhelmed, cut down on feeling like I don't speak the language. Can I do this? Should I do this? Is this legit? These are all the things to know going into grant opportunities that you may discover along your grant fund-finding journey. Are there any questions? Y'all let me know. Chat with me. Let me know. And if you're over at blackwomenandgrants.com joining us, let me know as well if you want me to hang out, wait on you to make sure you get access into the learning portal and come join us. Again, we only have 3 spots available. www.blackwomenandgrants.com. Do I do grants? I don't know what do grants mean, but probably not. Probably not. Shay says I have a question posted. Let me find your question, Shay. Or can you put it again? I don't see it. Carolyn says we are all proud of you as well. Thank you. Thank you, Carolyn. Shay, what was your question? I don't see it. Any other questions? Any ahas, takeaways, things that you guys want to share with me now that we have talked about everything under the sun? And you know what a granny is, what it's not. Did we talk about what a granny's not? Hopefully you got more of an idea of what it is. And what else? I think that's it. So let me know if you have a question, an aha, a takeaway that you want to share, or if you are over at blackwomenandgrants.com claiming one of the scholarship spots to come join us. I don't know when we'll do the scholarships again. I don't know if I'll keep doing the scholarships. We'll see. But there are 3 open over at blackwomenandgrants.com. Yaya says she's on there. Okay, Yaya, you need me to hold on. I know some of y'all don't want to leave the live. They're going to register. It only takes 2 minutes. And let me go over there and check it out. I usually could pull it up on my Bapuda, as my little niece would say. But TikTok was tripping. So I had to make a decision, an executive decision. So www.blackwomenandgrants.com is the site. I would show y'all, but it's going to be backwards on your screen. And somebody going to say, it's backwards. So I have to say, when you go to blackwomenandgrants.com, it's going to be front-facing for you. And this is for you if you're a black woman, for-profit, small business owner seeking grants. And you're ready to take grants seriously. Because as you can see, just getting through the read, research, and review ain't even half the battle. That's just like educate your mind, get yourself together. Y'all remember that? This is just to educate you on the process of grants so that you learn the rules, restrictions, and regulations. That's what we've been doing. Double dutching. Now we about to jump in. So if you're ready to jump in, go to blackwomenandgrants.com. You're going to meet Deanna Joy. Sometimes she joins us here on GPA, Grant Prep Academy, which you're on right now. And she won $55,000 just from what I share in the book. You can only find the book in the mentorship because it's our curriculum for the program. The mentorship, where is it, you ask? www.blackwomenandgrants.com. It's regularly $297 to come and hang out with me, all this fun, for a year. But there's a special link for a scholarship that also has payment arrangement options like Klarna and Afterpay on the website. So make sure you click on that special link. And then it tells you it comes with a Finding Funding ebook. It comes with an app to read the book to you. It comes with a masterclass and a workshop and a boot camp that teaches you all about grants. Even more than we learned today. I gave y'all a lot today for free. You're welcome. Okay? But if free this good, imagine what that 97 gonna get you, girl. We got something called a 5-step, it's a 3-step grant guide. It's miswrit on my site. But it's a 5-part audio that walks you through. If you're a startup, there's a checklist that you need to make sure you can check off as you're applying for grants, because they're going to ask for certain things to be in place before they cut you a check. So you got to be ready, not getting ready. And then if you've started your business already, there's a separate checklist that you should be able to check off too, in addition to the startup. Because if you've already started, you started up, right? Oh, okay. And so if you get there to the blackwomenandgrants.com and the link still works, you can still get in on the scholarship price. I may leave it up. I might let the Lord use me. I don't know. But I know y'all don't be want to leave a lie. Y'all think I'm going to say something else? I might. I know I'll be talking good. Said, thank you for giving us the meat. Girl, I'm vegetarian. So, child, that was tofu. Imagine. We talked about using AI to apply for grants. It's a whole masterclass. Y'all get to see me coach a traveling nurse. And how to use AI. Oh, wait a minute. I think I got an Amazon delivery. Oh, it said it shipped. I'll be excited to get a package. You said you reposted it. If it has some trigger words, like if you cussing and stuff, no, it's some keywords on here that TikTok ain't gonna let you post. So if it's talking about like nonprofits and I'm a white lady for real, can I join? We don't answer questions like that, so I got TikTok to block all that. So maybe ask it in Spanish and it'll pick it. I don't know, but I don't see it still, Shay. So my bad, girl. What else was I saying? Oh, we talked about the 12-month subscription, over $1.2 million in grants to apply for. In the links to grants that I give you. I'm looking through everything that comes with. Now, these are video replays of our trainings, master classes, and boot camps. It's on there. Oh, I did a grant interview call with a lady who had a $100,000 grant opportunity. She had 5 grants for $20,000. Can anybody use one? And this is a legit opportunity. I don't want y'all to think I'm making up scenarios since that $1 million one. But would y'all apply for a $20,000 grant? It was advertised as $100,000, but we found out in the rules, restrictions, and regulations that 5 people got $20,000. Would y'all apply? Can you get a grant if it is located in another country? I don't know, because I'm in America. That's why I say black women, for-profit, small business owners based in the U.S., because I don't know nothing about nothing else. I barely know enough about the U.S., child. Everything changed. They fight us over here because we're black. Don't ask me about nothing else. I don't know, child. I'm listening here now. I don't know. Oh, we've done 155. Well, me, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, the Word, the anointing, the Bible, church, and everything I got has sat here 155 times over the last 10 months and done a TikTok live just like this with y'all. You're welcome, America. So the playlist is a part of the mentorship. So you got a lot to join in and learn, because you've missed a lot, especially if you're new here. You got to come catch up, okay? So that playlist is in the mentorship. You're welcome. And then I show y'all our recent grant that we won. Remember I told y'all in December we got paid $500 from Office Depot, Office Max. We went on a shopping spree. On a shopping spree is how I should say. Because I was thinking, ding, shopping spree. That's what I'm talking about. And then we got crowned Entrepreneur of the Year from one of these same programs that I'm giving y'all the link to go apply to get a scholarship to go through, get help with your business, and then start applying for some of these grants that are built into these training and development programs. I'm showing y'all how it's done. You ain't got to guesstimate. You ain't got to be like, now what now? Well, you might be, but I'm showing you what I know. So come on in, friend. The water's just fine. So I'm showing y'all how I did it, okay? So I recorded our video of me getting coached when I told a lady 10 months ago, hey, I've been winning these scholarships, these grant-funded opportunities. I've been winning grants, and I want to help more black women win it. She was a nice little white lady. She was like, you better do it. I bet you we better see you out there doing it. So I did it. And less than 6 months later, we was being crowned by that same program as Entrepreneur of the Year, getting our grants and being advertised on their website and in their newsletter and on their social medias. So I'll be telling other people about it, but I show y'all our video, how we started. Now we here. Hey, how we started from hey, okay. We do office hours once a month, live on Zoom. And y'all, this is the sweetest part of the program is so good, but this is one of my favorite parts. Remember that grant? $50,000 at the top of the year. I mapped out my steps to applying for this $50,000 grant. And I turned it into a 5-part game plan for if you really want to take grants seriously and start applying for like 5-figure funding is what we call it. You want to follow this formula. You want to follow my game plan to that 50K. I took notes. I wrote it down for you. It's good. And so it's in there. It's in the mentorship. And then I send y'all emails. I try to do it weekly, but girl. So anyway, when I see grants that I know will help, like I got 4 pulled up on my laptop right now, and I'm trying to think of who gonna be first to get these links because they good. Now they're all on the list, so you're not missing them. I just go through the same list that y'all get every month. I get that same list and I share it with y'all, and then I go through individually and say, now whose business do I know could use this link directly to be like, girl, I know you ain't went through 200 grants yet. Go through these 4 and apply right now because some of their applications are ending this month since we mid-month. So I do all that. That's called a pop-up perk. So if you get an email from me, just know I love you enough to carve out my day, sit down at this Bapuda, read through these fine prints for y'all, and be emailing you. And then if you're out applying for grants, and you haven't heard back from them, or you getting rejected, so you finna give up. Before you do that, bring your application to the open office hours, and let me help you with where you feel like you're stuck or you can need help. All of that is built into the program at blackwomeningrants.com. Anita, I send all the lists to all of our mentees that are over at blackwomeningrants.com. Come join us, and then absolutely you'll have the link directly to your inbox. Bro, she said I need all the figures. Yeah, says I think I'm in there. You joined us? Let me see. Is it two Yaya? It's two Yayas on here. What y'all doing? Yaya Butterfly. So happy to see you. Been searching for your live stream for days. Thank you for your support. Hey girl, you been searching. We been here. Where you been? Girl, I be here. I be reporting for duty. I'm a little bit later today because I'm playing around with the times. I don't really think the times matter as much to TikTok as it does to me or y'all. Especially if you're new here. Y'all don't know what time I be on here. But I'm here. If you've joined us over at blackwomeningrants.com and claim one of the scholarship spots, make sure that after you hit submit for your registration, you look for that second page. It's going to take you to a second page, and you have to request access for the learning portal. So if you joined us, did you get your request access link? Let me know. If not, just reply back to that email that your receipt came from, and it'll trigger to send out another link for you so we can let you in. Hello, Deanna Joy, our $55,000 grant winner. How are you? Couldn't find me in the mornings. Girl, where you been? I've been here for real. For real, I have been here. Today was the first day that I wasn't on at 11 because I had to get myself together. All the way together. You hit the follow button up on the left corner. Is that girl? I don't know. If it say follow when you click follow, then maybe you follow. But turn them notifications on. You follow. Hey, TikTok, where y'all coming from? Y'all just got out of class or off work or something? Where y'all? These are our regulars, y'all. They showing up now. This is not my regular time, but hey, TikToks. I emailed y'all on Sunday about an event we got coming up on the 27th. So make sure y'all check y'all emails. T-Talks and Deanna Joy. And Ashley Rankin if you still on here. You got it? Okay, cool. Want to make sure you don't miss none now. And T, I know your emails was bouncing back for a minute, but it didn't bounce back this time. So I'm assuming, I'm assuming that you got it. Did you get it? Let me know. Oh, I'm supposed to be checking who this is. Let's see who joined us. One of the Yayas say she joined us. Kenyatta. I see you, girl. Oh, you down the street. Hey, girl, we breathing the same air. Kenyatta, did you get the second page? Okay, so reply back to the receipt email. Kenyatta. Reply back to the receipt email, and it'll trigger me to send you another link. Got it? Okay, you Yaya Black Butterfly. Yaya Binks says coming in this Friday. Okay, that's what y'all say. I hear you. Deanna Joy. Hey, girl. Thank you for liking the live, sharing the live. I'm just trying to make sure everybody gets in that's joining us. And then, today is Wednesday. I think I need to do laundry. I just did dishes, meaning loaded them in the dishwasher. But, a win is a win. Don't judge me. What other questions can I answer for y'all? We've talked about a lot, y'all. We've been on here for a minute. I used to do like 4-hour lives. I can't do that no more. I'm getting older. So I try to do like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. We right at that. So if you got a question, speak now or hold your peace to Friday because that's when I'm coming back. So I'm usually live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If it's not at 11, child, I'll be there. I'll be here. That's why I said, turn the notifications on so you know when we live. Okay? Deal. Okay. I see you, Kenya, Kenyatta, Yaya. Y'all and y'all alias this is. I got you, girl. Let me send you this email. Get you in. Anybody else over at blackwomeningrants.com, let me know. I'll hang out to help you out. What are the admin? Girl, how would I know the admin review unless I was on the admin? They tell you in the terms and conditions, though. They grade you by a rubric. So to tell you, they grade you by your story. They grade you by the, what do they call it? Alignment with the grant. They grade you by your social impact. Everything we talked about on here today is part of what they grade you. That's all I know. I've literally never been in a room where the grants were being graded, but I know the how they score it. I got the teacher's handbook on how they score it, and I put it in the book. It's in the Finding Funny ebook on what your grants are graded on and how to make sure you double checking your answers to make sure you did it right. That's all I know. I ain't never been in the room on the administrative side, but I know what they're looking for. I've interviewed them and talked to them. They ain't gonna tell us everything. I've told them some of the stuff that they're missing that they should be looking for, especially from a Black woman for-profit small business standpoint who applies for grants and win them. I've been paid to evaluate websites and their training programs and speak on behalf of the Black women small business owners. But I ain't been in the room, child, when they like, oh, we like her, we're going to give her money. I ain't been in that room yet. I'm in the conversations. I really don't want to sit and look through a stack of grants. But I would rather give y'all the answers, the cheat codes, study hall, tutor lessons for like, hey, you about to go take the SAT. You want me to tell you how to prepare for it? Okay, come on, class. So that's why we got GPA. This right here, Grant Prep Academy. Road to 200, how do I apply for the scholarship? You just go over there to blackwomeningrants.com. Click the link where it says, click this special link for a scholarship. Then enter your information. And you got it! Congratulations! It's $97. That's it. It's very simple. It's simple. Y'all gonna go through enough applying for these grants, so I'll try to make it simple. And technically, we're considered, this is part of helping you fund your business. So we have about 250 people in the program. Deanna's in there. She's on here. Hey, Deanna. Oh, there she go. These share 25 million. How much too much? Who, 25 million what, girl? What's 25 million? They share 25 million. What I say? I said something about 25 million. They share 25 million. How much too much to request? I forgot what we were talking about. Tell me what you talking about, Deanna. What I finna say? Oh, so we got about 250 of y'all that's in the mentorship. Because it's regular price $297, multiply that times 250. Subtract the fact that people only have paid $97 to get in here. That's how much we have given away in funding. So we're actually, grants are going to take care of the part that we giving you. Okay, so that's why you only invest $97 today. So hopefully that helps. That makes sense. So at last count, we had given away over $66,000 on this end by not charging you full price to go through the training. Ain't that cool? We give back too. So I try to make it easy for y'all because you about to, child, get ready. T-Mobile Q2. What? T-Mobile got 25 million? Let me look them up. We just did T-Mobile Tuesday yesterday. Did you go get your tote? I got my tote. I got 2 of them. I like cheating when they have good prices. AT&T has one, Deanna. It's on the list of grants, but if you don't have it, let me know because I just went through it. And there's an application. I don't know if it's NASDAQ or another one, but they ask you if you've done this one. That's on the list. I can't remember. I don't know, but it looks very familiar. So I spent time yesterday going through these applications. They sure do. Look at you. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Sure do. That's a lot of money. Rural towns. Oh, look at that. So this must be for the nonprofits. That's what that look like. Plans, budget, timeline, anticipated impact. 5 letters of support. Sheesh. All right now, T-Mobile. Okay. Yeah, this looks like a nonprofit project. I like this. Thank you for sharing, Deanna Joy. Tribal leaders, manager, official town manager, employees, nonprofits. I'm going to go read this. 25 grand. Oh, so they are $1 million each? Wow. Can you imagine? They just did a mural project not too far from me. I don't know if it was funded, though. That would totally make sense. How do I go back in the grant for your small business? Go to blackwomeningrants.com. Okay, it's for people in organizations. What's that? Q2 application. That is amazing. This looks really cool. I had not heard about it, Deanna. I'm gonna look through their application though and see what jumps out that y'all may need help with, and we can talk about it on open office hours. This goes into what we were talking about where you have to create an account. Main Street America. So, it sounded familiar. I didn't know they were behind it though. Plan for financial literacy. Go girl. Get it. Keep me posted on what you win because we know you good at winning. So all you do is the win. How about nonprofit and for-profit? Okay. 10 grants are intended for shovel-ready projects. Okay. So these are for the people who like, I want to build a building on some land in the country. Oh, 5-letter support from stakeholders. That's going to be interesting. She said, me too. Samples. Yeah, so Deanna helps nonprofits write grants, and then she has a for-profit. And she's won $55,000 recently within like a 90-day time frame of reading the Finding Funding ebook that's in the mentorship, going to apply, winning $50,000 from her credit union for her nonprofit client, winning $5,000 for herself, and then we interviewed her. So her interview is in the mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com because she's telling you, yeah, what y'all need to go do. What she thinks she did right. And what else she about to do to keep getting this money? Oh, that's just the proposal, Deanna. That's within 60 days. Lord have mercy. Every applicant will be notified via email of the project. Oh, okay. So it's the application, a proposal, and 5 letters of support. It sounds exciting though. This may go in hand in hand with the event we're doing in June here in Atlanta. I'm going to have to look into it and see if it's the same organization though. But yeah, this is awesome. I love it. Yay. Oh, I see. Okay. Read the fine print, girl. I'm looking at the fine print. Read the fine print, child. Oh, they have four rounds. Okay. Looks cool. Would it be better to have an LLC with a commercial or residential address for a grant application? It really doesn't matter. I mean, I've had my checks come to my P.O. box for my business and to my house. House is easier because I can just walk out, check the mailbox, get in my car, go to the credit union, and put it in the bank. So either way works. You can also do a virtual address with like a co-working space. But it's up to you. Whatever you feel comfortable for. They ain't going to come knock on your door. Unless it's a scam. You giving out all that information. Oh, no. But, yeah, it's up to you. Who was I waiting on? Was I waiting on somebody to get their spot in the mentorship? Let me know if I'm waiting on somebody. Blackwomenandgrants.com. Yaya, Kenyatta, Kenya. Did you get your email letting you in to the portal? Let me know, girl. Let me know. And any final questions before we go? Y'all done hung out with me today. I appreciate y'all. If you have any additional questions, let me know. Oh, road to 200. Did you get registered in one of the scholarship spots? Let me know. I knew I was waiting on somebody. So y'all let me know that you got your link into the portal. Road to 200, let me know if you need me to wait on you to get registered over at blackwomenandgrants.com. And anybody else that's joining us, let me know. If not, we about to wrap it up. We is about to wrap it up. That's all I got. I'm about to turn this light off because I don't want to get no migraine. It is right in my face. The club is shutting down. So if you got a question, you want to put an aha or a takeaway, you need me to hang on and wait on you to get signed up over at blackwomeningrants.com. I am happy to do all of that with you. Amen? Amen. If I'm trying to start a small business, do I need to start with the LLC or DBA to begin? Usually you start with a DBA, but you also got to register at your courthouse. I'm speaking for Georgia. Depending on where you are, it could be different. But an LLC is like $150, so why not? Some grants do require you to have your articles of incorporation, which is sole proprietor, LLC, LLP, INC, etc. So I hope that helps. I don't know how Texas do it. So look it up online and let me know. Darcia, I'm just joining, but I'm going to scan your page. I'll reach out to your website. Don't scan it. Come join us. And if you ain't in the program, don't reach out because I don't reply unless you're in the program. Saves us both time. But if you got questions now, it's the perfect time to put it in the chat. And let me know what your questions are. If not, I'm finna go. I've been on here too long with y'all. We have had a ball, though. I appreciate y'all for being here. Let me look at, okay. Definitely head over to the website. All right, now. The link works. Congratulations. If not, say we had a conversation. That's all I got. I guess I felt like teaching today. I'm glad I waited. It would have been a lot different this morning, straight out the bed with an attitude and hungry. So I ate before I got here. My salad was good too. I forgot. I tore that salad up. Now I need some sweet. Black people. You know, black people. Until we meet again, my friends, remember, there is someone somewhere. They are waiting on you to walk in your destiny so they can walk into theirs. Because it's when you let your own light shine, you give others permission to do the same. And when you impact just one life as a future grant winner, you impact generations. Thank y'all for being here today. This was a lot of fun. I'm usually live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or whenever I feel like it. But it's going to always be on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as far as I can see. But if not, just turn your notifications on. TikTok will let you know when I'm live. Like that crazy lady is live. I'm Dr. A.J. Austin. Meet me over at www.blackwomeningrants.com. Blackwomeningrants.com. Blackwomeningrants.com. And I'll see y'all soon. Have a phenomenal rest of your day. God bless. Bye, future grant winners.